Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kabaka Talks. Uh, Today, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for some time. I want to talk about people that you know they behave bad, and then they act as if they are the victim. So basically, what happened is that you have a friend or maybe someone that you know, and then they're you know they're like they don't take responsibility for their actions, so they'll be like, it's because my father, he was I was very abused when I was young, and my mother, she didn't really care about me also, and I've been very used, growing up, and just because I was abused, so that's why I am the way I am, and I think that it's very unfortunate that people use their traumas as an escape to treat other people bad. I mean, I've been through bad stuff, growing up. We all go through bad stuff on a daily basis, but it doesn't mean that you can go around and like treat people horribly. You're not your trauma. you know you're not. So my message is very, very, clear here. It's that, you know, I don't want you guys walk around and, treat other people bad just because, bad stuff you went through, with your traumas, obviously it traumatized you. So why would you go around and like, try to, you know, uh, impose these things on other people? So we all go through bad stuff. We all have shitty, come from shitty upbringings, bad upbringing. But it doesn't mean that we can use this as a excuse to treat other people badly. I hear and I see it a lot, and I think it's a very, very bad thing to do. So I think that it's very important that you recognize that, okay, I didn't have the best childhood, and I have a lot of traumas, which most of us quite frankly have. So I think that you knowing that you have all, like, you have all these traumas, I think it's important to seek the proper help, instead of trying to go out in the world and just trying to make life miserable for everyone you meet, just because you went through a bad upbringing, or I don't know, like your ex or whatever treated you badly, so now you want to give back to the world, but we didn't have anything to do with with your upbringing, or the ex, or whoever who hurt you. So I think it's very, very important that we recognize these things when we meet new people who use their their bad background as an excuse to just treat you horribly. um I mean, me myself, I've been through bad stuff, but I don't walk around and treat people badly, because that's I mean, I know the pain myself, so why would I walk around and try to make other people feel bad for things that I went through? Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Please recognize your traumas and seek help for them, and try to do your best not to use it as an excuse to treat other people badly. Try to take responsibility for your actions. Don't blame, whatever uh, you know thing you went through. Don't blame your father or mother, or I don't know, just because my dog died, now I'm sad, so I don't like to I don't know, like, touch other people's dogs. So it's like, just, yeah, seek help, seek proper help. Go talk to someone. Just make sure that like you deal with whatever demons you're dealing with. Just try to make peace with your demons, so that you can become a whole person that 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 wants to do good for other, and not just play the victim. People expect you to step up. So yeah, my message is very simple here, is that please take responsibility for the traumas you've been through, and treat people you meet well. Don't blame your actions towards why you behave bad towards people, because on your traumas. Please don't do that, because it just makes the cycle never end. So you have to take responsibility for your traumas, and you have to seek proper help for this. That's the only way to break this, like, generational, I don't know if that's the right word, but this generational trauma that we all go around and carry on. We need to face our demons and make peace with them, and to be able to go out in the world and do good for other people. Otherwise, this cycle will never it will never stop. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Very many people that walk around with a lot of traumas. It's also actually, I think, a lot of parents, especially we as me as African, we Africans, we grew up with a lot of traumas instilled from our parents. Because they come from a totally different time, and then they had traumas that that they grew up with with their parents, and then they have these traumas, and then they transfer this trauma. I think it's called like generational, like, trauma or something like that, and they transfer this trauma to their kids. And then once their kids get have kids, and then they transfer like their other trauma. So I think it's very important to to break this bad traumas of that we get from our parents also. So but overall, yeah, so I think it's very important to make sure that you make peace with your past, so that you can have a better future. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you understood what I tried to say. And yeah, I'm just trying to get better at this every day. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Please leave a comment, and if you like to hear me talk, please consider subscribing. Yeah, thank you, and see you on the next one. This is Jonah talking on Kabaka Talks. See you soon.